I love that. I want it. It's very Gentleman Jack. Thank you, Mark. That was fascinating. Now, my next guest here in the Woolpack has been part of village life for, more than 20 years as Dale's drama queen, Nicola King. Right now, at the heart of a more serious storyline, actually, after struggling to recover from a vicious attack earlier on this year, coming face to face with one of her attackers as well. Nicola Wheeler joins me now. So lovely to see you, Nicola. What I really like about that storyline that you're doing, it's very, it's very disturbing, very dark, and it was shocking, because normally we can associate you with a bit more comedy, a little bit more than that. So it was good for you to tackle something so important.
It is, and it's nice when you're an actor in a show and, like you say, you do one genre, which is comedy, and then suddenly they go, oh, we've got this really serious storyline coming up as well. And it fit nicely with, I had some time off to get a new hip. And so they said, what we're going to do, we're going to bring you back and beat you up so then you can, you can recover.
So you've had a hip hop and it's all fine?
I had hip hop. Yeah,
and it's
all good.
Yeah.
I did have to have a stunt person in to do the knocking me to the ground, but...
yes, because we don't want anything to happen.
But it's all healed now. They can beat me up as much as they like now.
But it was, it really was shocking. You didn't expect it to happen. That was the thing.
I mean, it was interesting. On Twitter, obviously, people replied to the episode when it aired, and it's amazing how many people it's actually happened to. I was shocked.
Yes.
And I didn't quite know what to say back, because obviously when it's real life, and actually one of the girls who played one of the beaters, one of the attackers, it had happened to her earlier in the year. And so she told us all her story, and it's just horrific. I'm surprised how much it does happen, actually.
No, I know. And again, that's what Emmerdale does so well, is bring these issues, but it's always to do with the character. It's not just, let's tackle this. It's always to do with the character, like the whole Alzheimer's story with Ashley. It all came from the character in a slow burn, which is good.
And I think what Emmerdale do really well is they look at a character where it's an unusual storyline for them. Like you said, Nicola's more based around comedy, and then to take such a serious storyline for somebody who's quite a strong character.
Yes, kidding.
She certainly had the rug pulled from under her, and that's part of her problem. That's part of her healing problem. Is she's not dealt with the attack at all. She's tried to put bravado on and go over it and go, no, I'm fine. And of course, it had terrible consequences.
No, indeed, and we'll see that as it goes along. 50 years, though. Isn't it amazing?
I know. I'm nearly as old as Emmerdale, not quite.
That's good. I'm way old.
I can gauge my age around Emmerdale.
But it's fantastic. And when you say, that you've been in it more than 20 years, I bet it doesn't feel like that.
I know, it's bizarre. Whenever you join a job like this as an actor, obviously it's a dream. But I remember thinking, 2 years tops, 3 years, and then you don't know whether your character will disappear, and then suddenly here I am, 22, nearly 22 years.
But the thing is, every single day is different when you're coming in.
Yeah,
and every single day you're finding out more about this woman.
Yes, and then you get new stories, like we said. You can do the comedy.
It's life. Yeah. That's the thing. I
get to do a bit of comedy in the storm. There is a little bit of funny, but there's also a little bit of angst.
Oh, the storm, the tempest. The tempest is going to be. Actually, on that note, I'm just hearing there's an urgent weather update. Actually, let's join Laura Tobin in the GMB studio. Laura.
We have some breaking news now. We're getting some very worrying reports about a violent and unpredictable storm heading its way to the village of Emmerdale in the Yorkshire Dales. Now, we're advising our viewers to avoid Home Farm and also David's shop, and to take cover in the Woolpack until we have more information. We'll get that to you as we find it. But now, back to Lorraine.
Laura, thank you so much. That sounds incredibly serious. After the break, we will take you behind the scenes of Storm Emmerdale and how they filmed this weekend's very dramatic episode. Also, Aria has taken over the makeup room. She's finding out which cast member takes the longest in hair and makeup. And I'll be putting our Emmerdale stars to the test as I host the Woolpack pub quiz.